What's up? How you doing? How you doing? And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Patty, and I appreciate you stopping by. And I know, it's been a little while. It's been a little while. I apologize for that. So if you haven't caught any of the live streams, essentially what happened is our Adobe subscription ran out. We have been able to get that back up, and someone was an absolute homie and on one of our live streams donated money that'll basically cover next month's Adobe subscription. Some of you guys might know, recently going into business with one of my brothers and everything, and while things are going pretty good and we got some projects, working for yourself doesn't have the same stability as getting paid every 2 weeks, like when you go and are employed by someone else. So, you know, in the beginning there's gonna be a couple of rough patches, and this was one of them. So I am very, very sorry, and I am very happy that we're back, and we missed a few things that we're just gonna hit and cover in today's video. A couple of things to note: we have set up some stuff. Basically, I just have a little bit better of a background, feel a little bit more big boy with this. And we also got some stuff set up tied into our web camera where we can do some silly things like we open up the video with today. So trying to come back a little bit better than we were before when we were on our break. Try not to rest on them laurels. And yeah, so we have just a few things to talk about. Some of them bigger than others, of course. Because when you're gone for 2 weeks on YouTube, world moves pretty fast. In fact, I went to check on a couple other creators to see how they was doing, and playing other games. I was surprised. I didn't even know what Outriders was before that. But good luck to everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. And these are not in any super particular order, but one of the things that I really wanted to cover before we had our unintended break was some of the stuff around account security and the new updated terms of service, which, fun fact for everybody, essentially that's referred to as like the end user license agreement, the EULA. In the same time that there was changes to that, the leaks happened with the new character who's apparently named EULA. So it's a little hard to find the information on it, but we found an absolute awesome screenshot on Reddit to be able to kind of touch on this, and we're gonna do an updated video. I didn't want it to be our return video, but I do want to make a video where we basically focus on and talk about account security and what everybody can do to keep themselves safe. I have 5 years experience in IT, and these were for smaller companies that essentially managed other people's stuff. We had to deal with a lot of businesses. And I've had to do everything from like the system administrator work to project work to like a client and account management stuff. So I understand things on a business level very well, understand things on a technical level very well, and I think I can give you guys some good advice on how to keep yourself safe, because as we're about to read, you have to be the one to keep yourself safe, because me ain't gonna do shit. Let me stop. Okay, so what are we actually talking about here? So Genshin updated their terms of service, and these are a few screenshots regarding their account security. Passwords or other related information. Also, you acknowledge that you shall be responsible for any and all behaviors performed and identified on or through your account, whether or not authorized by you. Okay. Account is unique as well as important to each user. You shall neither transfer or otherwise make your account information available to third parties, nor use others or other users' accounts at any time. If you sell your account or other related information, MiHoYo reserves the right to take actions, including to but not limited to terminate your account immediately without any refund. We may terminate your usership or account at any time for any reason without further formality if we have reason to believe that you have failed to comply with any of the terms between MiHoYo and you. Besides, you will not be permitted to re-register as a user without our express permission. If you decide to terminate your usership or account, please contact our customer service and we may terminate it as soon as reasonable practical after receiving your termination request. Not really the important part here. You are responsible for maintaining the confidentiality of your account information, and if any third party uses your account or otherwise access to your account, you may not claim compensation from MiHoYo besides in the event of theft or unauthorized use or any other security breach pertaining to your account. We may notify MiHoYo to immediately. So in layman terms, what's really important and what's kind of changed the most from the previous terms of service is the top and bottom of this, right? So top section here up to this point is basically just saying that you are responsible for any actions that are taken on your account. Things like a hacker logging in and burning through all of your Mora, turning all of your using all of your 5-star weapons to upgrade a 3-star weapon. They're saying that essentially, you know, something like this would potentially fall under your responsibility. Any actions on your account are your responsibility. That is your problem. We're probably going to emphasize and use that "your" a couple of more times. I apologize, I'm a silly person. Then at the bottom, they go basically say that you are responsible for making sure your account stays confidential and that essentially breaches are your bad. Again, that's your problem. That's some kind of crazy stuff. And with the next story that we're going to talk about, it's becoming really mind-boggling, even from, you know, trying to be as unbiased as possible. But on the subject of two-factor authentication, it's insane that hasn't been implemented yet, and there's no talks of it being implemented. But what has happened is these service terms were updated. That's all we've gotten so far. Basically, this is your problem, not really ours. The middle bit here, it basically just kind of refers into like buying and trading your account and everything. But again, with the terminology here, there's nothing that says that they wouldn't hold you responsible for your account potentially being compromised and then showing up on a buying account sell. That would actually trigger all 3 of the paragraphs here, or all 3 of the notes, and it's not a great place to be at in terms of being the end user in a game that's not taking security seriously, that people are spending tons of money on. Speaking of spending tons of money on the game, they've made $1 billion. Sorry for yelling. Please stop giving them money. So, this is crazy, obviously, because it's the word billion. But very specifically, I want to draw y'all's attention to the App Store and Google Play. So the $1 billion is just between iOS and Google. Okay, there's still PlayStation, there's still PC. That's a lot. Do I think the addition of what the PlayStation players have spent and what the PC players have spent is another $1 billion? No. Probably nowhere close. Probably a good chunk. Probably a lot. I know MiHoYo didn't have to go through the struggle I just did and budget 1 meal a day for fucking... You gonna make Patty mad? You gonna make Patty mad. Alright, anyways, before I started feeling bad about being poor. Wonder how many cuts of those we're gonna have to do. So, again, it's just between the App Store and Google Play Store that they've made, reportedly, $1 billion. How we're gonna have 2 major patches with no real content, no two-factor authentication, and y'all have made $1 billion? $1 billion? What honestly worries, real quick, before I get into my concerns, congratulations, MiHoYo. Y'all earned that money. Good job. I expect much better things of you, and I can't wait to see you knock those things out. My concerns, okay, is that this essentially, if you look at the last 6 months of development, the most content that we've gotten has been new characters. and if focusing really just solely on new characters has made this company $1 billion, then I can see people above the development crew go, oh, okay, let's just keep pumping characters out. Like, yeah, some content, sure, but like, get them characters going. Do you see this billion? I want it to be 2. I want it to be 3. I want it to be 5. And that's my worry here. That they've made so much money when they're falling very short in some categories. And I hope that we see focus shift to where it needs to be in the game, like we saw them do with Honkai Impact, and really improve the game in the long term. I'm waiting and ready to see that happening with Genshin. And we're not there yet, but they've made $1 billion. So congratulations, but please realize there's still a lot of things that you have to fix. And blaming players for their account security while you've made $1 billion is not a great look, boo-boo. And I really, really hope to see some great news in the next 2 to 4 weeks in terms of what you guys are doing. Personally, my biggest hope is that 1.5 is going to be like a quality of life patch, that we're going to see some really strong improvements added to the game. It's not going to be frivolous events where we're going collecting something for another random person from each city, but that we get some meaningful change. I'm praying. I know we ain't gonna get a lot of content in it, okay? I know. I just want... Just give us some love. Make this the patch where you give back to the players and show a lot of love. And I don't just mean throw a lot of primo gems at them. That doesn't fix anything. That's just a placation tactic. So, yeah. That's all. And we'll go ahead and end it right there, because the next thing I want to talk about is something that I would have loved to do my return video on, but I can't get this to run in any of the emulators so that I can record it easily. So I'm either going to have to do some jank stuff where I try to record it on my phone while also doing live recording through OBS and everything, and then eventually taking the video files from my phone and putting it into, and combining it with the video that I recorded in OBS. And we're going to have to work out some technicalities on that one, okay? But hopefully in the next couple of days we're going to be able to take a crack at this and do this in a video, because from everything that I've heard, this is launched absolutely fire. That they did a really, really good job at this, and I'm not really hearing a lot of negative stuff. And honestly, I don't think we should have expected anything else. So I don't know. We're hopefully going to check this out. I don't know if we're going to start doing Wild Rift content and everything. I played League of Legends pre-Season 1 when it first came out for a couple of months, and eventually kind of got to the point where I was like, it's a 4-button game. I'm not playing on my computer so that I can only press 4 buttons. And I memed the game for quite some time. Played it occasionally with friends, but have essentially always made the joke that, like, it's a 4-button game, I should be playing it on my phone. And when you've made that joke for over a decade and it's now on your phone, you gotta play it on your phone. So I'm trying to make that a video. That might be the next one if I can get something working between tonight and tomorrow. If not, as soon as possible, we're going to be jumping in and covering a little bit of this. But yeah, if you weren't aware, League of Legends Wild Rift is now available in the US. It's actually, I want to say October 20-something is when it came out in Asia and a few other places. There was also another soft launch of it for a couple of more countries. I want to say Russia was in there. And then our turn was literally just last week. So not another big thing that we missed, because hopefully this is good. I'm actually looking forward to playing this on my phone a little bit. So, all right, guys, I think that's all I got for you. Again, it is so great to be back making videos and everything. I apologize for the extended break. And honestly, real quick, I forgot to completely harp on this. Y'all are insane, because I didn't really lose any subscribers, and I didn't post videos for like 2 weeks. Like there was a little bit of a dip, like 5 to 10, and we're already back to where we were before we went on break. So we basically have lost nothing from not being able to do this stuff. And if you were one of the people that were checking into the live streams and everything, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I wanted to be able to do something to try and entertain you guys a little bit, to be able to talk to you a little bit. And I think we're going to keep streaming more often on YouTube and kind of have that be games that I enjoy and stuff, and kind of just hang out and talk with people. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because if it's a game I have to be too into, then it's hard to be engaging with the stream and everything. So can't play anything too sweaty. I don't know. I have resting gamer face, and it is a problem. Like, I just look mad as hell when I'm focused. So it's a little rough to just stream serious things. But again, thank you to everyone that showed up. Thank you to everybody that has been waiting patiently for us to come back and make videos. And yeah, see you guys on the next one, because I'm out of here. Missed the button. Didn't even try to find the button. We found the button. All right, deuces.